Hey everyone, today we're taking a look at GorillaTrades. This is a stock picking platform designed to help you swing trade effectively. It tells you what to buy, when to buy it, and when to sell, hopefully for a profit, and usually on shorter timescales, anywhere from a few days to a few weeks. I've used this platform for a number of years, and I found that it's relatively consistent compared to other trading systems, and also really good at helping you manage your trading risk, which I really like. So in this review, I'll take a closer look at GorillaTrades, explain what this service is all about, and help you decide if it's right for you. So I want to start off talking about how GorillaTrades works. So as I said, this is a stock swing trading service. So it's going to be looking at stocks that are mainly breaking out above a resistance level. So these stocks are going to be making a move higher. And the goal here is to get in at the beginning of that movement and exit before it runs out of momentum. So all of your profits are going to be in that move higher. GorillaTrades does a really nice job of alerting you to stocks that are potentially going to break out in the next day or two. It uses a series of 14 technical indicators, and that's really the secret sauce of this platform. You get about one or two new picks to watch per day. So it's really not very overwhelming in the way that other stock picking services can be. You don't have to watch the whole market. GorillaTrades takes care of that. You can really focus in on a couple stocks that are most likely to break out and most likely to deliver results without a bunch of downside risk. Most GorillaTrades plays take place over anywhere from a few days to a few weeks. There are some stocks that end up in the portfolio longer. And one thing I like about this service is it's very risk focused. Every pick comes with a stop loss level, and their stop loss levels are updated over time as stocks exceed their initial price targets. So you're never losing huge amounts on any single GorillaTrades pick. So with that introduction, let's dive into the GorillaTrades platform and I'll show you around. This is the subscriber portfolio at GorillaTrades. Here you can see the latest Gorilla picks. You can pull up the latest daily email, and you can see what stocks are on the watch list to be potential picks added to the portfolio in the coming days. Most of the time, you're not actually going to be in the subscriber portal. GorillaTrades is really great about sending out a lot of the information you need in daily emails, as well as text message alerts. So really, you don't have to log into the platform in order to get the information you need to trade. This makes it really easy, especially if you're not a full-time trader, if you have a day job and you just want to be able to pick up new picks quickly. You can get those text message alerts, log into your brokerage account on your phone, and quickly enter an order. Really, really great for non-professional traders. So that nightly email is going to be where the bulk of the information is. So here's an example of an older nightly email. This is from October 2024. You can see basically this summary at the top shows you new potential Gorilla picks. So these are stocks that are on the verge of breaking out that you want to watch, and there could be alerts for in the next day or two. Recently triggered, these were just added to the Gorilla Picks portfolio. They actually triggered, and now they are part of the portfolio, and you can either buy them or not. Often it's not super critical that you get in at the minute that new picks trigger, but you do want to get in usually the same day before they really start to move. And then GorillaTrades uses what it calls a confirmation day. So this is a volume-based metric, typically looking to confirm a breakout that it's actually going to move higher and not retrench below that resistance line. The rest of this table is just giving you more information about each of those stocks featured in the first row. So you can see the new picks, stocks that were recently added to the portfolio, and stocks that were recently had that confirmation day. And then below that, there's an update on the portfolio. Typically, you get information about how the portfolio is performing. I find that this update tends to be a little bit rosy. There's not a lot of focus on stocks that are losing ground, but in general, GorillaTrades doesn't see any really big gains or really big losses. It's a pretty consistent, moderate trading system. And then further down this email, we get commentary on the overall market action. So we can see technical price action, as well as overbought and oversold levels for the entire S&P 500, as well as moving averages for the market. So this just gives you an indication of whether you're trading with or against the market. GorillaTrades, like a lot of trading systems, really tries to trade in the direction of the market. So when the market is falling, there won't be as many new picks added to the market. It's really, this is again another way that the system manages risk. And then finally, the newsletter finishes up with information about how the market is performing. It'll cover individual stocks, talk about trader sentiment from Wall Street. It can just be a nice commentary to get an idea of what's going on in the market, what to watch out for. Can be really useful even for your own investments outside of GorillaTrades. So the real meat of this system is in the new GorillaTrade picks. So if you click on a pick, it'll pull up this chart This is really great because it shows you everything you need to know about a new pick, including when to buy, when to sell. So here you can see we're looking at equitable holdings. So this is the daily chart, and you can see the current closing price as well as the trigger price. So typically what you're looking for in the following days is for this stock to hit that trigger price. That's going to be when you know that a breakout has started, and that's when the stock will be added to the GorillaTrades portfolio. From there, we're looking for the stock to rise to this first target price. I'd say 8.5% is pretty typical. First target prices for GorillaTrades range anywhere from 7 to 11% typically. And then the GorillaTrades has a system, again, managing risk, where once it hits that first target price, the service recommends that you sell 75% of your holdings, but not all of it. The remaining 25% you'll hold on to until the second target price is reached. This is usually anywhere from 18 to 25% above that trigger price. And even better, that second target price will continue getting raised if the stock continues to perform well. So this allows you to potentially earn gains up to 30 or 50% or even more on at least 25% of your position. So again, this is not long-term growth investing, but it is allowing you to get more out of your swing trades rather than just that 8.5% that you get from the original trade. On the other side, if a stock falls after it hits its trigger and enters the portfolio, GorillaTrades has stop losses that are usually in the range of 8 to 10% for every stock. This to me is really important because a lot of trading systems don't offer stop losses, or they just leave it up to you. I really like that GorillaTrades has these as part of the system, and it tells you, don't go past this. Don't lose all your money on one stock, live to fight another day. Once a stock reaches its first price target, that stop loss will also start to get raised for the remaining 25% of your position. So if a stock falls when it's halfway to that second price target, you're not going to fall all the way back to this original stop loss. You'll still make a pretty tidy profit on that remaining 25% because the stop loss will have been raised. So you do have to stay on top of the portfolio a little bit for those second targets, but overall the system is pretty easy to follow. When you make a trade originally, you can set a limit order for the trigger, a stop loss where that stop loss is, and a take profit level at that first price target. So you can automate a lot of your trading just based on what's in this chart, and then it'll either execute if the stock enters their portfolio or not if it doesn't. The other thing here is this confirmation volume. I talked about that confirmation day system. Watching for this volume, typically that confirmation can come either the same day as the stock enters the portfolio or within the next day or two. If it doesn't confirm by then, the GorillaTrades won't count it as a confirmed stock, but it will still be counted in the portfolio. And then the last thing I want to show you here is this risk 4 rating. So Equitable Holdings in this case has a risk rating of 4 on a scale from 1 to 5, 1 being the lowest risk and 5 being the highest. This is more of a risk rating around the volatility in a stock, or the volatility around an industry, or uncertainty in the market overall. So risk ratings tend to be higher if you're trading in a bear market, for example, or in a sector that has a lot of news around it. I found that risk-rated 5 stocks tend to hit their stop losses, whereas stocks rated 3 and below generally trigger and reach their first target. Certainly not a guaranteed result, but at least in my trading, I'm generally pretty comfortable trading stocks that GorillaTrades rates at 3 or below on their risk scale, and I tend to avoid stocks that have a 4 or 5 rating. You can see all of the stocks that are currently in the portfolio, including information about when they triggered and entered their portfolio, whether they had a confirmation day, what their risk rating was originally, as well as their current price, stop loss, first target, and second target. These highlighted ones indicate that the second price target has been raised, always a good sign. And you can see their total unrealized gain and loss. This is based on where the stock is now, which may be only a 25% position since you reached the first price target. So reading GorillaTrades performance statistics can be a little bit tough because of the way that they organize this information, because of that 75% being sold at the first price target and 25 being carried beyond that. And they're reporting mainly that remaining 25% value. So generally, I would say that their performance values are inflated. So my experience has been that they tend to be profitable. I've won more than I've lost with this service, but do be careful, especially if you're counting on certain promises of profit here. So GorillaTrades costs $499.95 per year. That's a relatively expensive price, but I will say the service comes with a 30-day free trial with no payment required. So it's really risk-free if you want to try it out. The other thing is, if you do try it out and then you're on the fence, GorillaTrades will often offer you a lower price. So there's no guarantee there, but you could pay as little as $300 in many cases for a year. And there's really good deals available if you're willing to sign up for a 2-year or even longer subscription. In terms of whether that's worth it for you, it depends on the size of your portfolio and how many picks you're going to invest in. If you can invest $1,000 in every pick and you're aiming usually say 10% for that first price target, it doesn't take a ton of picks winning in order to make up that $500 per year. So I think it's worth it. I've used this service for a number of years, but it's worth thinking of whether you're actually going to use this system, whether swing trading is the right strategy for you, and whether you're okay with the risk that comes with swing trading. Overall, I definitely recommend giving GorillaTrades that 30-day free trial, taking advantage of that, giving the system a try, and seeing if it's profitable for you.